So I am a painter and installation artist. I'm originally from Los Angeles, California, and I've been in the Bay Area for, I guess, about 4 or 5 years now. I'm losing track. My work typically is very theatrical, kind of over the top and whimsical. It deals with things like the spaces in between sort of distinct states, whether it's whimsy and more menacing type of elements, or natural versus synthetic, real versus imaginary. So I like to kind of inhabit those types of spaces, and that's something that's really, I think, relevant and popular in contemporary art. I think a lot of us are sort of dealing with those types of themes because life isn't really one thing or the other. It's like all these different experiences sort of live on the same continuum. So I use typically very banal, simple, craft-like materials. So things like paper, hot glue, string, thread, watercolor, and I use sort of a children's book kind of illustration language or lexicon to depict my art, or these states of being. So Ruffle and Fuss sort of plays on the words ruffle and fuss. Ruffle to be decorative, but also to be sort of to ruffle one's feathers, or to ruffle the surface of water, to sort of disturb. And then fuss is to, to be overly excited about something, or to busy oneself sort of restlessly. I took forms like storm cells and swarms, insects, birds, volcanic eruptions, cloud formations, and a kind of sort of weaving them together into sort of a theatrical experience that it's, beautiful and frothy, and then at the same time, if you spend time with the work and think a little bit more about it, hopefully there's another layer to it that you can kind of engage with that makes you sort of question if it's really as kind of sweet as it might look on first appearance. The materials that I work with, this is made out of Duralar. It's a type of translucent mylar. And I use gesso and acrylic paint in sort of a washy kind of manner, and then I drop rubbing alcohol to get those little spots on them. And to me, this is a little bit like a blanket fort, kind of like when you're a kid and you, on a rainy day, set up this imaginary world, in the middle of your living room. So again, just using really humble materials to create something that hopefully is sort of transcends the materials, kind of speaks to the ephemeral nature of life and reality.